We apologize about that. We had a little bit of technical issues done. They're right there. Anything can happen. It's live television.
No shame. Live TV, that's it.
Anything can happen. Right now, joining us on the Look How She's is Michael, guys, again. Michael, we're talking about some of the mistakes that up here and the rest of Mzansi, the rest of the world makes when it comes to social media.
Yeah, I think one of the most common mistakes people make on social media is being too trusting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Social media seems exciting and fun and really, happy-go-lucky, and we can just trust anyone. No, that's not true. You've got to really be on your guard on social media. A lot of people are not who they say they are.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people make the mistake of being too trusting, whereas that's an issue. Another mistake people tend to make is thinking that what they put out on social media is temporary. So what you put out on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, it's there this week, but in a year it'll be gone. So what? That's not true. Whatever you put out there, is permanent. There's some record of it somewhere.
No, like, wow.
You never know who's taking the screenshots. Even just using your phone to take a picture of someone's screen, you've got a record of that thing. So on social media, on the internet, there's no such thing as delete. So think twice before hitting that post button or that send button, because it's really difficult to take something back or once you've sent it out.
You guys are scaring me right now, especially with the part that you say that you think it's temporary. Remember those snaps that we do on Instagram?
Yeah, we do on Instagram.
Type of app, like they disappear after 24 hours.
Yeah.
And apparently they stay there. Wow.
They could be there. Someone who's got an issue with you, could be saving that to get you back for someday for something. So just be careful with the permanency issue.
Yeah.
Another mistake is that people, don't check their privacy settings. On Facebook, for example, a lot of people I see putting out stuff set to public, not aware that it's not going to just their friends and that anyone can see that content exactly. So just be aware of your privacy settings, Facebook and other platforms. See who can see that content actually.
I'm actually sitting at the edge of my seat right now because you're like giving me palpitations, but it's fine. Going to another question, we know that there's dangers, especially when it comes to social media and everything, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And most people do not take that into consideration for many other reasons. Like, what are some of the dangers that you can actually tell us about those social medias that we use every day?
I think one of the big ones is people who impersonate other people. So you have fake accounts. Facebook says that up to 11% of its accounts are fake. So 1 in 10 people that you encounter, they might be not who they say they are. So that's a big danger on social media. What you see is not always what you get.
Yeah.
So we just really need to be careful about imposters and people who even trying to scam you, trying to take your money, not just trying to become your friend for weird reasons, but also just trying to take your money.
Yeah.
So that's a big danger. So don't give personal information to anyone that you haven't met, or even people you have met on social media. Don't give out your personal info, and pics as well. Don't send out pics that you wouldn't want your grand to see.
It's permanent. It's permanent, my guy. Recently, Instagram has introduced direct messaging, which Facebook has done in the previous years, and that is unsafe as well. What tips do you have for young people when it comes to sliding into other people's DMs and responding to DMs?
Yeah. So DMs give you the false illusion, that it's private.
Yeah, it does.
But not so, as I was saying, everything is permanent. Someone can take a screenshot, it's out in the open, it can be used against you. There's a situation going on in Cape Town at the moment at one of the local churches, a big local church, where one of the youth pastors actually was, he was representing himself or presenting himself as a woman on social media and trying to get young boys to send him photographs of themselves. He's posing as a woman, so they think they're sending messages and pictures to a woman. In the meantime, it's their youth pastor in their church. So that was a big deal, and he has just been caught by the police and obviously is in a lot of trouble, and obviously a lot of people are really disappointed. But that all happened on DM, and it was a case of him, pretending he was someone who he was not.
He was not.
Yeah. So we need to be on guard for
So the
people
saying
like
it
that.
goes down
So
on the
social media
DMs.
is not as cool as we
No,
think
man.
it is.
Don't be like that. Well, talking about being cool and everything, we know that online dating is like the in thing. Looking at someone, but I'm not judging.
Online dating, no.
No shade thrown. What advice would you give to the youth? People want to be in relationships nowadays, and social media relationships are so quick, man. You just talk and everything happens now. So what word of advice would you give to the youth out there?
I think don't meet up with anyone that you meet online without going perhaps with a friend. Maybe go on a double date. If you've been talking to someone on Tinder or whatever, maybe, you know, if you want to go meet them, that's cool, but maybe go with a friend, or just tell a friend where you're going, where you're going to be. Go to a place where there's other people, so you're not alone with this person. You don't know who they are. They could be anyone, you know. So just be careful about that. Also, just be careful of people's profiles and their pictures on these kinds of dating services. Oftentimes, you'll find that the pictures are fake. So people steal pictures from elsewhere and then create fake profiles.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful women or handsome men or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And then they'll try and chat you up from these profiles, saying all the right things, you know, telling you all the things you want to hear.
Yeah.
And then you meet them and then it's not them.
And still on that note of fake profiles, how do you tell that this is a fake profile? Because someone might look very beautiful on social media and say, okay, this person looks nice, I'm going to respond to this DM. How do you tell that, okay, this account is fake?
It's like,
so if it looks too good to be true, you know, it
Yeah.
probably is. So if you're suspicious about a profile photo that you're seeing, what you can do is do something called reverse image search.
Okay.
So you can actually take that photo and stick it into Google
Okay.
and search with that image and see what comes up. You might find that that photo is being used on a multiple number of profiles all over.
oh, it's even a famous person.
Or maybe someone has tweeted something, hey, watch out for this person, or a famous person, whatever. Yeah, so search for the profile image. That's a trick you can try out. Also, even just search for your own profile image. You might find that other people are impersonating you. So,
I've been catfished a lot
Yeah.
of times.
Yeah.
I don't even know that has happened to me before. Seems like social media is very dangerous, guys. We need to be very careful when it comes to that.
Exactly. And talking about dangerous, so what is the positive side of the social media?
So social media, of course, there's dangers. You know, there's danger lurking around every corner on social. But there is also a lot of positive, constructive stuff going on social. If you're in school or in university, you can use Facebook groups to share, information about upcoming tests or other resources. You can share documents, collaborate on documents. That's cool. You can also, if you have a hobby or you want to get into some line of business, there's plenty of groups, on Facebook for you to see what are people talking about in this field. You can get a lot of constructive help from other people on social media as well.
Well, Michael, thank you so much. Me and you need to talk after this because we made a deal. I need 20,000 followers on Instagram. So we need to stick around. But right now, to end this interview, we're going to check out a cool film that is called Vasiliki.
Yes,
it's
guys,
a local film.
Yes, Vasiliki is about a young girl who grew up in a farm, in a town farm rather, with her grandparents, Isaac. And later on, abantu bomthetho baye bafana athi lo mntana is not the biological mntana wakulendle, so they had to take her and put her into a place at Joburg where it's like a home type for abantwana bamantombazana. Masijongeni ba injani?